Hello everyone. So just wanted to show you a beautiful little getaway that we're on for our anniversary week. It's the Laurentians in Quebec, and neither one of us have been here before, so it was really kind of a neat spot to come to. And we're adventurous. We did go on a bike ride this morning, which was a little bit more technical than we were anticipating. We did not go as far as we were hoping we would. But that's okay. We're on vacation essentially, and that's part of just enjoying the day to day and doing what you want to do in the day, not having to have an agenda necessarily or any tasks, just going with the flow and enjoying each other's company. So as you can see, we've got our little hot tub here in the corner, which is quite nice, and we've got some Adirondack chairs. It is really quite a beautiful spot, and very small though. The chalet it is a chalet, but it's like a tiny home chalet, so it's really small. But that's fine because we're just here for a few days, and really we're here to enjoy more of the location, the site, some of the views, and our drive last night to the hotel where we had our dinner, as I was saying, was just stunning. We were saying how amazing it would be to have motorcycles up here and driving along that road. We're going on a little drive before the rain comes in. So yeah, so I will take you along, and we'll see what we can find. This is one of the purest water sources in Quebec, and it's a couple up the road that built this structure. How amazing is that? Anyway, pure water.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase, I'm wide awake. Take me away now. Good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. wanna drive, drive, drive.
I'm not heading for the stars, driving down the boulevard at night. Playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. The stereo.
All right, well, thank you to Curvy Girl. Oh my gosh, she made it down that crazy terrain. But I was just saying, here, this is why I make these vlogs, because they always have a little tiny bit of a message, as you'll know, related to my book, but the things that I've learned too over the years, after coming out of my own crisis, but as well coming out of our family crisis here, where this is absolutely breathtaking. And we would not have seen this or experienced this if we'd given up, if we decided that no, it was going to be too difficult. Now, granted, we do not have a 4x4. Curvy Girl, as wonderful as she is, she's a little bit more of she's a rural girl. I wouldn't say she's a city girl. She's a rural girl, but she's not an overlanding girl. But just look at this. Isn't this breathtaking? Breathtaking.
The signs next time.
We should listen to the signs next time when it says 4x4. And I said, Curvy is not an overlanding girl. I'm shaking still. I'm shaking. We did not capture that. I'm not going back down to try that again, but we made it. We made it up that hill. I don't even know if the footage that I did take going down is going to capture the extreme, basically what's the word for that? The extreme climb that it was, but also it was really rocky, so the traction was pretty intense. Wow, we know how to adventure on our trips. Yeah, it also caused ourselves a little bit of panic attacks. Anxiety's a little bit through the roof right now. It might be time to go back and have a tiny little rum. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so maybe now we're just going to enjoy the rest of the drive, even though the rest of the drive is still like that. Like this crazy rock road, but it's not as extreme. Oh my gosh, what an adventure. This is what we like to do.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Good morning. Actually, I think it's almost afternoon. We've had a lazy morning. It was raining here this morning, and we just decided to enjoy a little bit more of a sleep in and yeah, just enjoying, because we had quite an active, busy day yesterday. As I had highlighted in the footage there, we had an overlanding experience that we did not expect. Our Curvy Girl had, she leveled up yesterday. She became a 4x4, though she didn't know it. She's a 4x4. She just had to imagine it. And we made it up on I think it was the third attempt, we made it up the hill. It was a lot of fun, though. It was a lot of fun, and we learned a lot about how we handle crazy, stress-filled situations now, which I think was pretty amazing. My takeaway in the 9 years of us being together is that crisis will come. Life will always life. But how you navigate it, how you choose to navigate it with your partner, and how you choose to navigate it going forward just for yourself is key. So being kind to yourself as well as to your partner, but also, just recognizing there might be times that you need to take a time out and reassess things and have different conversations when you are in a less elevated state. So as I was saying, when we were trying to get Curvy up that hill, and that first fail attempt. But yeah, we reflected on the fact that we really handled that so well. We were able to take a breather, go back to, I had to roll back down and do attempt number 2, and then the final attempt number 3 being successful. But we had to do that. And it was something that we recognized, is that we took a breath. We looked at each other. We said, no, we got this. Curvy's got this. Curvy being our CRV. We named her Curvy. How cute is that? She's not a 4x4, but she decided she was going to be a 4x4 yesterday to help us get up that, because we made the silly mistake of going down where we shouldn't have gone. But at the same point, it was a really fun time. Thank you, Brad, for going to get us some fresh, wonderful spring Quebec water. It's very exciting.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
It's a pretty little park right by the Lake Sacacomie. Very pretty. Wow. This is gorgeous.
I had one of these in 1998, and I think it's showing its age. But it's a quality vehicle. And I expect to see it on Auto Trader at a quality price. Yeah, and it's pretty much reasonable to expect 4 of the 5 lug nuts to do the job just as well, so that's fine.
I love this. It's so pretty. We're back at the hotel because we just could not resist one more little, maybe lunch, little nibble, and enjoy the view before we head home tomorrow. So, but yeah, look at this beautiful walkway. The kind of detail that they went into making this place really lodgy, and working with the natural forest bed, and I just love it. You know me, I am a forest bather. Absolutely love this. I've forced my husband now to become a forest bather. But we enjoy this kind of little, I don't know, it just looks magical to me, so I love it. I don't know, it's really cool. Okay, so just had to bring you back here. I took a little picture of this the other night when we were here, but oh my god, how cute is that? It's like a little fairy house. It's like a reception for the fairies. Look how cute is that? So we decided to come into the town that we're staying in and just do a little bit of sightseeing. I cannot pronounce the name of the town right now, so don't ask me to. I'll put it in a little subtitle below. But they're all about their trouts here. They have all these symbols of trouts. And at the start of this little walkway, they have this giant trout statue thingy, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's really quite quaint. All of these historical plaques that likely tell a lot about what's in the area. Oh wow, look at this. It's like this little platform down here. What a pretty little spot. So we are back at our chalet before our dinner. This is our anniversary dinner coming up tonight, and we're looking forward to that. And it is our final evening here, so we'll be heading home tomorrow. It's always a little bit, bittersweet, I think, at the end of a trip for me personally. At the same point, we miss our willow cat. We're looking forward to getting back into our own bed. But there are some things that are just something about these little adventures, the micro adventures. I've said actually about that in a previous video. And I just learned that term. I had no idea of that term before. It's something really quite lovely. And so we've been talking a lot about doing more of those kinds of things. And just enjoying each other's company in those moments. Looking forward to celebrating tonight and then enjoying our last evening and heading home tomorrow.
I'm not heading for the stars, driving down the boulevard at night. Playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Whoa!
Turning up the stereo in a place I didn't know till now. In a different part of town, I see new colors as the sun goes down. No, it doesn't even matter to me where I go, just feel I need to take a ride. I don't know when I'll get back, keep on going and relax tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. I'm not heading for the stars, driving down this boulevard tonight. Yeah. Playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel
would you just look at that sky? Just can't get any better than that. What a perfect ending again to just a beautiful time away, and oh, we're just so grateful. So I'm going to take you on a little walk, actually, to show you how magical this place looks at night. I couldn't come out last night because it was raining, and some of these lights were not turned on last night, but so I had to come tonight on our last evening, capture some of this. Little fairy lights, little fireplace. We didn't use that, but we did use the picnic table. We actually had our breakfast there yesterday morning. There's Curvy Girl. She has done so many wonderful things for us. Gosh, this car, I tell you, not a four-wheel drive, but she certainly behaved like one. She's going to have a much-deserved rest when we get home tomorrow. Yes, this is like this little tiny gully in here, and there's like a little pond. And there's another chalet in behind. So, and I think there's some people staying there tonight. But other than that, there hasn't been another soul up here this whole time, which has just been so fantastic. And just, oh my God, can you take a look at that? It's just beautiful. I'll take you, before I get eaten alive, I'll take you up here just to see this magical sunset. I said it to Brad on our way back from dinner tonight, that no matter how many sunsets and sunrises I see in my lifetime, not one is the same, and I'm grateful for every single one of them. And there's our chalet, all lit up, and our purple lights in the room. Pretty magical. Yeah, the mosquitoes are getting really bad, but I just wanted to say thank you again for all of the support. Oh, can you just take a look at that? Oh, and look at the mosquitoes. Yeah. It's time to go in now. But I just wanted to say thank you again for all of the support and all of the comments and the follows and the subscribes. There's more to come. There's continuous creation of videos. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely enjoying creating these videos for you. And some of them are kind of like this, where they're going to be, just sort of our adventures. But then there's going to be continuous topics with regards to my book. And I'll link that here, though. It's the Treehouse Principle. And again, it's all about tapping back into, joy and wonder and play and imagination after crisis has cracked us open. And as I've said a couple of times already, I think in this video, we had gone through a few years of crisis, and that's beyond my own crisis of going through 2 cancer journeys. But this has truly been the creative phase, I guess, if you will, or like we've redefined our reality. We have grieved, we have gone through what we needed to go through, but we have definitely created on the other side of that. So yeah, again, thank you so much. I'm going to close this video down for now and enjoy the last few hours we have here at this beautiful little spot. Oh, one last thing before I go inside. I just heard one of these birds a couple times in the morning. It's like yeah, there it is. The bird is called it's some sort of hermit thrush or something like that. I've never heard of it before, but it is the prettiest sound ever. Do you hear that? Magical. Thank you again. Thank you again so much for all of your support. But also, thank you, universe, for this spectacular getaway. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.